Finch is fed up with SGA. I don't know who this gentleman is. This is going to be the first time I'm seeing the clip. Go ahead and run it, Brody.
Timberwolves head coach.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Well, it's so frustrating to play this team because they foul a ton. They really do. They foul all the time. And then, you can't really touch Shea. And it's a very frustrating thing, and it takes a lot of mental toughness to try to play through it. And we just eventually were able to get downhill and force the issue ourselves, and we're rewarded for it.
So, prime example why the NBA is a bunch of soft bomber-clad people. This is what it is. Prime example, this guy here talking, the Minnesota Timberwolves head coach. Prime example. You can't play basketball anymore with passion because the coach is going to cry and they're going to cry. And the funny thing about this game, though, is they were getting whooped. Second half, he benched his stars, and his bench players went out there and they started playing like OKC. Tough basketball, rugged basketball. And what happened? They came back and won the game. So what are you saying?
No, they came back and lost that one. They came that game. They lost that one. The second one they came back and the second one they won. They played them in the back-to-back.
Yeah, the second one. Yeah. You're right. This is the problem, though. Like, you complain about everything. For me, listen, I know all the gentlemen up here, you guys all love real basketball. And for me, it's very refreshing to watch Oklahoma City. It's very refreshing to watch SGA. He doesn't flop. He plays basketball. He attacks you. He doesn't, I don't think he flops, man. He just attacks your body and he gets the calls. I mean, there's a difference between James Harden, shut up, King.
No, I'm going to go right after you. Don't worry. Just go ahead.
Right? But listen, if you watch him, he just attacks the rim, he attacks the paint, and he gets the calls. Guess what? People are going to complain, and the people who complain, they don't play his style of basketball. So how are you going to get the calls? Because you just want to do step back.
Touche.
You just want to do step back, so how are you going to get the call? He's attacking the paint, attacking the rim all the damn time, so he gets the call. Maybe if you did it just like how they played, vice versa, and they won, and they came back.
Yeah, no, I feel you. So let me just put this out for everybody. There's this term that they have for the NBA, free throw merchant. James Harden was a participant of that. A few other people were participants of this during the regular season. I think what that coach is forgetting, and a lot of people who want to jump on that bandwagon, is the way they officiate you in the regular season, they don't do that in the playoffs. So, yeah, in the regular season, SGA is going to go in there and he's going to get fouls because he is a smaller frame individual and you are knocking him off his path. Shaq, I'm not even going to say Shaq. Let's just go Joker. You going to tell me Joker should be not getting more free throws? Have you seen that man's arm, neck, and all that after a game? It looked like he got into a fight with a cat. He got scratches everywhere. They don't call him. It's sad because even Joel Embiid is another participant of this free throw merchant thing.
No. Because he's flopping. He's flopping. It's different for him.
No, listen, I understand he's flopping, but what I'm trying to explain to you is that during the regular season, if he did, and you know what? Hold on, put us all up here. Put us all up. If Joel Embiid did not flop, he would not get the calls. He is 3 times the size of any player on the court. We know this from Shaq. You gonna tell me Shaq wasn't getting fouled half the time and they never called him?
Yeah,
but right. Shaq is a big man. SGA is smaller. So when he's going towards the rim, just like Jaw's smaller. When Jaw's going towards the rim and you bump him off his path and it looks like you fouled him, even though you might not have, they're gonna call it. But when it comes to the
they play different style. It's different styles though. Like the big man and the small man.
No, I understand it's different styles, but yet again, look at Zion. Zion's big. You're telling me they're still not impeding his path? That is still not a foul? No, they don't call the foul because they don't see it. With SGA, they see it because he flails, just like how James Harden was doing the thing with the arms, just like how, the boy there, Embiid, flops when he gets hit a certain way. They have to sell these calls because, yet again, I think Mills brought it up, the free flow of basketball in the rules, right? Like, offense is king over there right now. They don't really want people playing defense. So that coach is full of poppycock because when the playoffs start, the same calls SGA is getting right now, he's not going to get those in the playoffs. They're going to make them play a little rougher. Because we see what James Harden, the year that James Harden won the MVP, I think he was like 16 free throws a game. He gets to the playoffs, that shit dropped in half. Because they said, nope, we're not going to let this. Nope, you're not doing that today, buddy.
Chris Finch is a hypocrite too, because last year Ant-Man was playing pretty much how SGA was playing. Ant-Man was attacking the rim, and he was in the paint, fadeaway, driving, posting up people. Now he's just a step back 3-point guy now this season.
But that's because he ain't got the space. Randall and the boy.
Randall hardly plays, bro. Last year he had
Randall and Gobert.
Last year it was work. It was
That's
work.
a great point,
wasn't it?
I was saying King made a real good point right there.
Cat like that's a great outside. Just so I was in the paint.
But Rudy not playing either. Listen,
Rudy's not playing.
Yeah, Finch is tweaking, bro. And at the end of the day, this is a side of just, I'll go say what Vinci said. This side of the soft mentality of today's sports and all the sports, because every coach is doing this dumb complaining BS, sitting in film. At this point, bro, like, yes, the league should just keep it on some like, yo, listen, if you basically butchering the guy or if you taking him out his way of just like, not being able to get injured in the play type stuff. But when it comes to SGA, he's a 3-level scorer, right? SGA definitely is a smart kid enough to know where he's going to get the foul call. And he's playing on that. And that's what majority of these guys are doing. That's what Harden did. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now, the extraness, the acting is annoying. I'll be the first to say it. It's annoying. It's weird. I hate it. It's disgusting because what are you doing? Like, play the game. I hate it when Kobe did it. I hate it when Luke is doing it. I hate it when LeBron's doing it. I hate it when all these guys are doing it. You ain't got to flop. Just play the game. So at the end of the day, listen, Finch, stop. When your bitch came in game 1 and they made it a game, they made it a game. You went on to game 2. What happened? You started the need. They wanted to play that game, and you won that game. Cut the crap. I don't have time for that, man. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, yes, the rules do need to change. They need to be more strict on how they're calling the calls. I don't think it needs to be too loosey-goosey. I think just let these guys play. As long as nobody's getting hurt because of it, I think the being under the guy's leg after he's shooting a 3-point shot, keep it. I like stuff like that because, guys would be getting injured after that,
Yeah.
So, come on, cut the crap.
For sure. Sly, you have anything you want to add to this? And then we'll jump on to the next one.
I will say I do. I think I'm with the group on this one, but I will say y'all niggas is really crazy, man. Yeah, y'all funny. But I am with it though. I think SGA, you can't be mad at somebody for being smart enough to play within the rules and dominate. Like that's like it makes me so mad. But I was mad when he did the Harden too. But like, he's playing within the rules. He's using his brain more. Like if it's manipulating the refs and the rules, that takes a certain level of like thinking to figure that out. Like he should be applauded for that, if you ask me. But I do think SGA has been accused of foul baiting in the past. But like, Vinci really hit the nail on the head when he said, he's attacking the basket. You're gonna get more calls when you attack the basket, bruh. Like, this is not rocket science, bro. If you're like, he's scoring a certain amount of points for a reason. He's an MVP candidate for a reason. Like, and I get it's just he's salty. Like, he lost, he's salty. But I think King point about Ant-Man's play is so valid, though. I don't even know if this is on topic, but when he said, because Ant-Man's leading the league in 3-point attempts and makes this year, and I was thinking the same thing, like, why he just shooting so much? And it's probably right because the paint is a little more congested without Cat there, and I think that does play into a lot of his kind of his game changes so much though, and I think I wish somebody would have asked Chris Finch that. Like, you don't think if Ant would attack the basket more, he would get calls like SGA? I would have liked to hear his retort to that.
I think somebody's telling him on the analytics portion. I mean, because Rudy hasn't been playing; he's been hurt.
Yeah.
Randall's been hurt. Nas Reed doesn't take away from the paint. Nas Reed is
Even
an outside
Tenso's
lane
hurt.
guy. You
Yeah.
know, so the thing about it is, I think Ant-Man definitely changed his game to where now he wants to shoot more threes. I
Yeah.
guess because he want to keep himself healthy. I don't know,
That's
but
true too.
Ant-Man, I like the Ant-Man from last year compared to
Yeah.
this one. This guy
Yeah.
here, he's more just shooting the ball from 3-point line.
Yeah, he
Yes,
shoots
he's
a
taking
lot.
more threes, and yes, he's making the threes, but he's taking more threes. Like, he's taking
Yeah.
threes.
Yeah.
Like, he's not attacking the paint. He's not. He needs to work on his post game. He needs to
Well,
work on
he's
his.
not getting the other team in a bonus. I think that's what they neglect. Like a whole part of it. Yo, when you attack the basket, you draw fouls, you get the
Yeah.
other team in a bonus, you go to the
Yes,
free throw line more, you score more points.
for more
You
points.
taking their big men are in foul trouble, the backup big man is in, you at that advantage. It's like,
Bingo.
yo, shooting the three is 3 points more than two, but it's more to it. And I think that's my complaint about like yo, dog. Okay, like that's neglecting other facts that surround three being more than two. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I be feeling like a nerd sometimes because it's like, yo,
No,
dog,
ain't
what
no
are we?
nerd. You speaking mathematical sense, but the
Yeah.
nerd is
Is it
about
like
the
right?
threes.
Ain't that like common sense though? Like, okay,
It
bet
is.
you
Common
got
sense
three
isn't
more
so
than two.
common anymore.
What
Yeah, it
about
isn't.
this though? Like, you know what I mean?
No,
Today,
and like I
yeah.
said though, right? When it comes to playoffs, the same calls are not going to be called.
Yeah.
They're going to allow them to be a little bit more physical. It's the regular season. These are new refs. We're acting like these are the refs from the 1990s or the 80s
Word.
who
Yo,
understand
you
what
think that's
somebody's
why?
playing and
Go ahead.
flopping.
You
Pardon me,
think
Chris?
that's why a lot of people are kind of like looking at OKC as they could be had though in the West? Because, like you said, the calls in the playoffs, they're not gonna get as many calls in the playoffs. So, because I hear a lot of people saying like OKC can be had, and do you think that's why though? Because of their
Yeah.
style of play being like,
James
No.
Harden is a prime example. Like
No.
I said,
I just think.
the guy
I
was
just think.
hitting to the
I
line
don't know, man.
16,
That make a little sense.
16 a game. And the
Mhm.
minute he got to the playoffs, that number got cut in half. Because they said,
Yeah.
we're not going to call that pity pat foul. Hold that.
I just think it's if they're gonna get caught, it's just gonna be games of matchup wise. I think they play solid basketball without that.
Yeah, no. I'm not saying
Yeah.
that they don't play. It's the experience, though, right? The experience of knowing that you're not going to get the same calls. The experience of knowing, listen, it's just like me and you, Da Vinci, and Slide, and I believe Mills as well, where we say, listen, what happened to the mid-range game? OKC's
No, I
doing it.
love that.
The Cavs are doing it. But
Yeah.
the rest of the league is still putting up 50 fucking threes.
Well, that's why it goes back to
It's like
Slide
only
comment
certain
about
players,
common sense, bro. Common sense. Why these teams are so good? Because they don't discriminate against the mid range.
But Da Vinci, common sense is not common anymore. It's not.
Yeah, it'd be weird. People only highlight like whatever they want. Like, it's other stuff though. Like, and I feel like that'd be my frustration. Like, what about the rest of the shit? Like, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I mean, I don't want to go off topic, but like, y'all been seeing that too? Are people saying like OKC can be had in the West? And I'm looking like it ain't that many good teams in the West. I got OKC as the favorite still, but like people talking about the Lakers and the Nuggets, and I don't see it personally.
When the playoffs start out, we'll go from that point. I mean, the league is still open to me. I feel like
Yeah,
there's
me
a
too.
better team that wins in a seven game series.